So today I have Cartier's Rivieres collection. There's three fragrances in this collection. I remember when they came out, there were some videos up on these fragrances, so I guess maybe there was some hype around them. I don't know if the influencers were getting sent this or not. I I don't think so. Cartier doesn't really do that. I mean, I don't, at least for their ouds and their more expensive line, but it's a possibility. But I remember when I first smelled these, I liked at least one of them. I thought they were all good, and I think almost all three of these. I bought other Cartier samples, and they kind of came with the samples I was ordering. But I was happy to get them. I didn't think that they would be too good or anything, but I was surprised. Once again, Cartier has surprised me. They're a good house. I would say this is one of the best designer fragrance houses out there. If you like niche fragrances, try Cartier's fragrances out because even these three, they smell like a $200-300 fragrance in today's money. Like if a niche brand is charging $200 or $300 for a fragrance, I feel like these are on par with those same fragrances. These run for I believe 117 USD retail. I think you can get some of them on discounters for like 60 or 70 bucks. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure like I seen one of them for like 60 or 70 and another for like 80 or 90. But these are worth it. For full retail, these are absolutely worth it in my opinion. So let's talk about them. My favorite and the first one I want to talk about is the Alligaris, I think. It's the one on the left here. This one starts out as like green, citrusy, vegetable. I think that's the way to say it. Vegetable or vegetal. I'm not sure, but it starts out smelling like vegetables, green, fresh, citrusy. It's not none of it is more prominent than the other. I feel like it's very well blended. This one also evolves. On my skin, it evolves quickly, but that kind of applies for all fragrances for me. So maybe the evolution will be slower for you when you try it on. But at first, I get that green, vegetable, citrusy, and then it dry, or then like several minutes later, I guess the mid, I'm getting like and I would say there's some, I don't want to say gourmand in the opening, but I'm getting like slight colors of maybe like a woodiness or something, but that dissipates quickly. It dries down to like a soft green calming scent. And then on the far dry down, for me, like 10 or 20 minutes later, I'm getting like a calm, spa like, skin scent, clean out the shower vibe. It reminds me a lot of a zoologist Maki, probably the yuzu edition, except this has bergamot in it, not yuzu. But I feel I don't see those being compared, but that's the closest resemblance to another fragrance that I can think of at the moment. You know, it's good. I would say that's definitely my favorite. If you like Healy's fragrances, I feel like you're gonna like these Cartier Rivieras. More on the Healy's clean ones, like Healy soapy stuff, or like Iris, or I can't even think of the names, but they don't smell like, Healy's Ooh Sacred, or Healy's Rose, or anything like that. They smell like more of Healy's colognes, uh, the lighter, soapier stuff. But I would say that's the closest house I can think of to these. But yeah, that Allegarsy is like a green vegetable spa like um clean scent really that you could wear to bed or relaxing. The opening, the bright citrus and the greenness kind of fades. But let's talk about the second one. Let's talk about the one on the right, luxuriance. This is going to be my least favorite of the bunch. It's not bad, and it's not bad. It's just not for me. I'm getting like a licorice vibe, like a black jelly bean almost. It has a decent amount of geranium in it that I pick up with like a woody, slight medicinal vibe. Like a greenness. I believe ferns a note in it. That's probably it. Almost like if you smell a green tree or plant that's medicinal with like some licorice. It's not bad. I just don't like the smell for me. Especially I can't get like the gourmand black jelly bean out of my head, which I don't like. I don't like licorice. So that's my least favorite, and I would not buy a bottle of that. Me personally, I would still try it, but I don't think it's as good as the other two. Now, the one in the middle is one I probably would not have liked a year or two ago, but I guess right now I'm kind of into this DNA. It's like a, it's an iris scent, I would say. Now, this has iris, violet. I think it has fruity notes listed. Maybe wood or something like that. But the violet to me is too prominent, I would say. I'm not the biggest fan of like purple scents. The violet does pop. There is some vegetableness in there. But once again, it's like a clean, somewhat soapy iris with violets. I think it's that's basically it. Like a clean, soapy, irisy violet. Maybe just a tad of fruit. I think it's good. That one probably leans the most feminine. If I had to if I had to assign these to a specific gender, I think the one I like, Allegaris, is unisex. The luxuriance maybe leans masculine, but and then influence in Silkians. I don't even know how to say these names, but that one probably leans feminine. I think these are all on the unisex side though, with most fragrances. Um, if I had to pick, they probably all lean slightly feminine, but I wouldn't worry too much about gender with these. I don't even know if they marketed them towards men or women. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't worry about it. Um, yeah, I would definitely give the if you like clean, like scents, like out the shower relaxation, I would try the Allegaris. I think it has hyacinth in it too. That kind of pops a little bit. But yeah, that one's good. It's similar to Zoologist, Maki Yuzu edition, or Apple edition. I don't really get Apple though. I'd say more Yuzu. Um, and then if you like Violet Iris, try the Ins Insouciance. And then, if you like planty licorice smells, then try the Luxuriance. Look for these on Macari if you're in the US or eBay. I feel like you can find Cartier samples at a decent price, also bundled. I don't know what's up with that. I feel like maybe a lot of these department stores get Cartier sends them samples, and maybe they don't sell well, so they have all these extra samples, and then I'd imagine the people working there take them and sell them online for cheap. And maybe since they're not hyped, the samples, there's not a high demand for them, so maybe the price drops. That's my guess, but you can sample Cartier fragrance for a decent price. And often you can find full bottles on discounters or even Macari and eBay for a decent price. And there's also a lot of testers too. But yeah, these are a good deal. I feel like if you like Healy's fragrances or if you like vegetable fragrances, clean, I would try these out. They're good and I enjoyed them.